A royal affair of the heart is coming to the Myrtle Beach Marriott Resort at Grand Dunes on Saturday, March 6th. Learn about it coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Fox 43 studio. We're focused on the 10th annual American Heart Ball on March 6th, and we're visiting with the senior area director for the American Heart Association, Tammy Eaves. Good morning, Tammy. Thanks so much for being in.
Glad to be here.
It is so exciting to think we're less than 2 months away from this event, Tammy, and it's the 10th annual.
I know it. It's amazing, isn't it?
Can you think we're that close? Burns Massey was in yesterday promoting something coming up in late January 24th, and it's so exciting hearing about kicking off kind of the black tie season again.
Yes, it is. They do an amazing job kicking it off, and we're sort of in the middle. There's a couple ones after us in the spring.
Yes, Tammy. Now, this is your 10th annual Heart Ball as well. How long have you been with the American Heart Association?
14 years.
Oh, come on.
Yes, I have.
14 years, so you actually helped launch the first Heart Ball here.
I sure did.
Now, was this the first Heart Ball you actually launched, or were you involved in other area Heart Balls, let's say in the PD or in other communities?
Actually, the Marion County Heart Ball was the first one that I did, and then Florence was next, and Myrtle Beach was the third one.
At that time, your area, actually, you served the PD as well.
Right.
Okay.
Right. There was no office in Florence, so our office was actually called the PD Area Office.
And now it's the Waccamaw Division.
That's right.
Horry and Georgetown County.
That's right.
You get a lot of folks from Georgetown County coming up to the Heart Balls in the Myrtle Beach area?
Certainly not as many as we would like to have. We only have maybe 5% of our attendees from the Georgetown area, and this actually is the event for both, that encompasses both Horry and Georgetown County. So I hope all of our Georgetown viewing audience will listen today and come out and join us. We'd love to have them. Absolutely.
March 6th is such a great date, Tammy.
And it is, and the location is spectacular this year, absolutely. So all those Georgetown folks should love to come down and stay at the new Marriott at the Grand Dunes and have a wonderful evening.
The Myrtle Beach Marriott Resort at Grand Dunes, it just opened like a month ago.
Right.
Less than a month ago. The place is amazing. The most exciting thing, Tammy, was the rooms for that night. You're right. If you're coming up from Pawleys or the city of Georgetown or Andrews or anywhere, if you're coming in from the PD or southeastern North Carolina, you can call the Marriott, get a room for that night. I think it is $79 for a garden view and $99 for an ocean view, probably half their normal price. This is an amazing, soon-to-be probably four-diamond hotel right there on the water.
That's right. It's actually less than half of their normal fee, and it's definitely the most gorgeous hotel that we have in our area. The pools are absolutely fabulous. I can't wait till summer to go there. It's just absolutely fabulous. It might be a little too cold in March, but they have an indoor swimming pool.
Right.
Indoor sauna, whirlpools, and all kinds of massage therapy. It's just awesome.
Tammy, have you visited the bar yet?
I walked in there, but Greg, I was good.
Oh, yeah. No, that's right. That's right, exactly. It is a palace. The place, the outdoor bar will be one of the hip-hop places in the southeast. It's incredible. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. They also have outdoor heaters, so you can actually sit outside and have a drink and overlook the pools and the beach, and it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
something we needed here.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, it was so exciting last year for the grand opening gala of the Myrtle Beach Convention Center Hotel, the Radisson Plaza Hotel there, to be their recipient of a big donation opportunity there with the Radisson last year. For their grand opening gala, they essentially helped underwrite many of the major costs for the Heart Ball.
That's correct. They
brought in chairman of the board, which of course I guess is back on tap for this year.
They are. We're so excited to have chairman of the board back with us again this year. So, our guests last year loved them. A lot of folks called, bought tickets because they heard chairman of the board was going to be with us. So we hope that they'll be excited and purchase those tickets again, because I'm sure they'll do an awesome job again, as you know they did last year. Right.
Now, Tammy, if someone was to call and buy a ticket, tickets are kind of expensive, but the amazing thing is, and I say kind of expensive, this is a donation of the Heart Association.
That's correct.
you have an opportunity to stay at the Marriott for half the cost of a normal expense, and hear chairman of the board, and have the opportunity to attend the silent and live auctions.
Right.
It's a steal.
It really is. And also, a meal is included, and not just a meal. A fabulous meal is included.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to read a few things here.
Yeah, please.
There's an appetizer with crab cake, and then, of course, a spring salad, and the entree is a center cut filet mignon and lobster tail with lemon-scented butter, of course, asparagus and potatoes. And then the dessert, white chocolate mousse with raspberry sauce and Godiva chocolate sauce, which is absolutely amazing. So that alone is worth half of the ticket price.
Right, right.
So
yeah, let's break this down. I never thought about that. I mean, the easy thing to think about is, God, that's an expensive ticket.
Right.
But when you think you have the opportunity to stay at the Marriott for half the cost, you can hear chairman of the board, one of the prestigious bands that's playing at House of Blues just 2 weeks ago.
Right.
You've got an incredible meal opportunity. You can actually give money, donate money to the American Heart Association.
Right.
And you have an opportunity to attend the auction.
That's correct. That's correct.
Some of those amazing auction items that Todd Harms will be talking about on Friday. That is, I think we ought to raise ticket prices. I mean,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
How does the Heart Ball happen, Tammy? This is your 10th annual. For viewers who may not have attended a Heart Ball, who may say, I don't like to rent a tuxedo or buy a tuxedo or get all frilled out, why is the Heart Ball important? And how does it actually just happen? What are some of the things that happen that night?
Okay. The Heart Ball is actually our largest fundraiser here in the Waccamaw area. Our goal this year is to gross $210,000 and net $175,000. So that's a considerable amount of money. And most of that money comes from sponsorships, corporate sponsors. About 80% of the money comes from corporate sponsors who actually make a donation. Of course, it's tax deductible, and then they attend the gala. We have a lot of CEOs, doctors, attorneys, a lot of very influential, affluent people in our community love to attend this gala. It's a way that they can help us, and a way that they can network with other people. It's a great networking opportunity for businesses. A lot of businesses buy table and treat some of their main clients.
Right.
And so that's a wonderful way to pay back some of your clients that do a great job for you throughout the year, while also helping a great cause. So it's a win-win for them and for our organization. Of course, the money raised will be used for research and education right here in South Carolina. And so it gives you a good, feel-good opportunity for both you and your company.
Tammy, it was so amazing. I think last April, Time magazine came out, had a woman on the cover talking about the #1 killer of women in America. Of course, there's expectations or thoughts that there are other killers of women, and there are a heck of a lot of killers of women.
There are.
The #1 killer, 1 out of 3 women will die from heart disease.
Right.
That's an incredibly high number.
Right.
I had no idea. What is the Heart Association doing to help bring about a recognition of heart disease in women and help fight it?
Well, we actually have come out with a pen this year called the Red Dress Pen, and I actually have one on. And those are similar to the ones that breast cancer has, the pink ribbons. We hope that all women will purchase those pens, and they can purchase them through our office and wear those the same way you see the pink ribbons that are worn, to support breast cancer. But that'll be a good awareness campaign, because if you went out and interviewed people and asked them what's the leading cause of death in women, most people would tell you breast cancer. And 1 in 26 women die from breast cancer, and 1 in 3 women die from heart disease. So we really have to do a lot to educate women that heart disease really is the leading cause of death. A lot of women overlook taking care of themselves because they're such caregivers to their family, children, spouse, and don't really take care of themselves, because women are known for putting everybody else in the household before themselves. And then also, it's called a silent killer for both men and women, but more so for women, because a lot of the symptoms that men have, women don't have.
Like what?
A lot of times, some of the symptoms that women have, you can go to the doctor and they say it's just stress, or it acts almost like the flu, nausea, prolonged symptoms, where men, normally it's all sudden. Normally men have those tightness in the chest, the sensations going down the left arm, nausea, and it's very quick with them. And with women, it lasts for a longer period of time. And when they go to the doctor, a lot of times they're misdiagnosed because their symptoms are not your typical symptoms. A lot of times women are told, you have the flu, go home and rest, or this is just stress. And then all of a sudden, they're back in ER with a massive heart attack.
Right.
And women tend to die from heart attacks more than men because men are often diagnosed more accurately than women. So they actually get the stents and the surgeries and those kinds of treatments, where women, because they're misdiagnosed originally, they come in with a massive heart attack and we lose them because there's not time to do all the other measures to keep them alive. So.
It seems like there's a big need to really educate doctors as well, Tammy.
Right.
To really bring a lot of folks in line. This is not only a disease that affects men, but has a dramatic impact on women. And
of course, that is not usually the case if the women see a cardiologist. But most of the time, when you get sick, you go to a primary care physician, and that's oftentimes where it is misdiagnosed.
Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer in Horry and Georgetown County. I'm sure it's the #1 killer in the PD in southeastern North Carolina as well.
And the nation.
And the nation. Each year, heart disease claims more than 40% of all deaths. Tammy, that's a startling number.
It is. It is. And the Heart Association came out with a very aggressive goal about 10 years ago. In 2000 said by the year 2010 we want to reduce cardiac deaths by 25%. And that is aggressive. Not sure if we're going to reach it, but we're really making great strides to try to reach that goal. First time we've ever set an aggressive goal like that. But heart disease is the #1 killer, and we have learned, and sure, in our lifetimes, what we can do to prevent it. So hopefully our children will eat right. They'll exercise. They won't smoke. They'll do all the things that they need to do to keep their hearts healthy, because it is preventable in most cases. Not all cases, but in most cases it is.
We get back to the practical donation aspect. You make a donation as a corporate sponsor. You make a donation, you actually donate items to the auction to help raise more money. I want to talk more about that. Of course, Todd Harms will be with us on Friday talking about the amazing auction that's held annually along with the Heart Ball. But those donations, whether it's corporate or individual donations, help go to actually provide research. The Heart Association does research. Now, the practical aspect of that, Tammy, is what? Research done by the American Heart Association has helped come up with things like CPR. What are some other pacemakers? What are some other examples of things that have been provided by research the American Heart Association has done?
AEDs, which is the automatic external defibrillator. That's probably one of the most widely advertised things that we've done in the past few years. Of course, you know that a lot of the airlines are using them. A lot of folks are using them, but just lay people are actually purchasing them for their businesses, because if a person has an acute heart attack and an AED is readily available, that person's chances of survival are 95%. If there is not an AED immediately available, their chances of survival are less than 50%.
Wow.
So that is just a startling statistic that should make all of us want to have an AED in our buildings.
Wow.
All the airlines have them. Golf courses are getting them, because you probably are aware, and our viewing audience is probably aware, that a lot of men have heart attacks, women too, but mostly men, on golf courses. And by the time a 911 call is placed, the ambulance arrives, if you're way out on the golf course, your chances of survival are not good. But if that golf course has an AED in their clubhouse and someone trained to bring it out and actually hook it up, and someone's chances of survival are 95% if they can get to them in the first 10 minutes after they go down with cardiac arrest. So it's just absolutely phenomenal. But all drug medications that are used for heart disease, the money that starts the researchers is started by the American Heart Association. We provide seed grants to researchers all over the United States, and this is how everything starts. Physicians would not know what they know in order to help save lives if we didn't do what we do to raise money.
It is amazing, Tammy. So much of that, so much of the aspects of outstanding medical breakthroughs have provided that research: heart, lung machines, CPRs, AEDs, all the medications you're talking about. It is dramatic. The impact you can have, whether you're attending a heart ball or you're participating in the heart walk, or you are out there on the front lines volunteering a heck of a lot of time with the American Heart Association. Whatever you do, make that commitment. If someone wanted to learn more about the heart ball, who would a viewer want to call, Tammy?
Our office, 626-3939.
Okay.
We can help them with the sponsorship, purchasing tickets, or donating an auction item, or just answering questions. Also, we need volunteers. If there's anybody out there that says, dressing up, going to a black tie event is really not my cup of tea, but I really would like to help the Heart Association, please call us. We have all kinds of things that you can do to help us, both in our office, things that you can take home with you. Just call us and talk to us, and we'll see what suits you best, and love to have volunteers, as many as we can get.
And you could have volunteers the night of the Heart Ball as well,
yes,
March
yes,
6th.
Yes.
Okay.
There are a lot of things for people to do on the night of March 6th. A lot of our committee that works throughout the 6 months before the event, planning the event, we want them to be able to enjoy the evening. So if there are some people out there that would like to volunteer, not necessarily come to enjoy and dance and all that kind of thing, but would like to be there and help us work, there's a lot of things to do that evening. So call us and let us know that as well.
That's the 626-3939. It is so amazing to think of all the activities, the 21st annual horseback, or 22nd annual horseback ride-a-thon. Tammy, that's very novel for the Waccamaw division, one of the only ones in America, if not the only one, within the Heart Association. Of course, the incredible results of the Heart Walk this past year in memory of Ashby Ward, 49% over goal. An incredible year, of course, to see that expectation. But we've got to not only meet, but beat and far surpass this year's goal for the Heart Ball.
That's
and it's
correct.
the 10th annual,
Tammy. It's the 10th annual. It's got to be bigger and better than we've ever had before, and it will be.
And it will be.
It will be.
And of course, the Myrtle Beach Marriott Resort at Grand Dunes. For folks who haven't yet been up there, why is it so special? It's just open, but what's the significance of it?
It is going to be a 4-star hotel. Of course, the Radisson Plaza Hotel is a 4-star hotel, but this will be the second one in our community. It is lavishly decorated, just absolutely beautiful. It has an oceanfront bar, so you can sit in the bar and enjoy the view of the ocean. It also has an oceanfront restaurant. So, and I looked at the menu there too. It looks spectacular, full service, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the pools were absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. We don't have any facility that I've seen in Myrtle Beach that tops the facility that they have there, especially with the pools and all that planning that they've done there is just spectacular. They've really utilized the beach and showing as much as they can of the ocean. The ballroom is huge. It's the largest ballroom along the Grand Strand.
Is that right?
It
the
is.
largest one on the Strand?
The largest one.
I did not know that.
It's beautiful. Wallpaper's great. Chandeliers are beautiful. Linens are beautiful. I actually had an opportunity to look at it this morning, and it was set for another function, so I saw the tables as they would be for us, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I advise everybody to take advantage of spending the night. It is an incredible opportunity to stay there for $79 for the garden room, $99 for the ocean view, and the rooms are beautiful.
You got to look at the rooms.
I got to look at the rooms. I wanted to look at the presidential suite, but it's not quite finished yet. But the regular rooms are the ones that I saw, the king and the double, and they were absolutely beautiful.
Right.
Absolutely.
And the great thing was that rate was applied for either singles or doubles.
That's
if you're
right.
there, either
That's
the 79 or the 99. I think that number, the 843-449-8880, an easy number for folks to remember. There's just call an 843. There's also an 800 number if they get down there and visit. But that excitement of being able to make it a weekend.
Yes, yes. And each room has a refrigerator, microwave, and a bar. So those are you can certainly spend the weekend and enjoy it. And fitness room is great, whirlpool, saunas, and the massage therapy rooms.
Oh, yeah. Tammy,
they
you were
look,
in on that.
They look really, really nice. Wish I could have stayed and enjoyed that.
Yeah, I know. You had to be out there at 6 this morning so you could be here at 7:30, so I know that was tough. I'm glad they had someone there to give you a tour so early this morning. What about that aspect of some of the corporate sponsorships? And, of course, we're going to really highlight the auction on Friday, and so I'll have to encourage viewers to tune back in on Friday. What about some of the aspects of corporate sponsorship opportunities? With all sponsorship opportunities, tickets come.
That's right. That's right. One of our most popular sponsorships is the corporate table sponsor, which is $2,000. You get a table of 10, and a lot of companies will purchase that. It's a wonderful opportunity for them to bring guests, and then you get some advertising that goes along with that as well. We have a $3,000 level, a $5,000 level, a $7,000 level, and a $10,000 level, and those come with advertising, both on TV, newspaper, and radio, and lots of opportunities to promote your business. With those kinds of advertising. So if someone's interested, they can call us. We'll be glad to go out and meet with them, give them a sponsorship proposal, and just.
Folks need to call now, though, Tammy.
They need to call now.
Today's the 13th of January.
That's right.
We're 45 days from the event. Many of those sponsorship opportunities, the real benefits, could begin taking effect immediately.
That's right.
The print, the broadcast, getting folks on. If your boss, you think, would like to get on TV or would like to talk about it on the radio or get some print ads promoting your business, that's something they need to be calling the 626-3939 number right now.
That's right. If they wait to 2 weeks before the event, they're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. So we do need them to go ahead and call us now. We can go out and visit them, fax them, or mail them a sponsorship proposal, and go ahead and get signed up so that they won't miss any of the benefits that they should get.
You've got a presenting sponsor this year, Tammy.
We do, the Myrtle Beach Herald.
A small locally owned and operated newspaper. Part of the excitement, I think, for the Herald folks when they determined that they wanted to be behind the Heart Ball was the fact that it is the 10th annual Heart Ball. It is also the 10th year of the Myrtle Beach Herald representing the area. So it's a great tie-in. They really wanted to wrap around. I saw you got a band sponsor as well. As well as I think I saw Grand Strand Regional Medical Center has come in as one of your large sponsors, Burrs and Chapin. Hopefully, Conway Medical Center will be on board. Burns Massey was with us yesterday with the foundation promoting Some Enchanted Evening on January 24th. So I'm prayerfully hopeful we'll get some big support from them as well as so many others.
That's right. That's right. We've got a lot of great sponsors. A lot of our sponsors come back year after year, so we're usually about 70% of the sponsors that sponsor each year. So we're looking forward to some great partnerships with them for many years to come. But this is a great opportunity for us to work with the Myrtle Beach Herald. We're very excited about that partnership. Very happy that it was their 10th anniversary as well as our 10th anniversary, because it makes a good connection, a good fit for both of us.
Absolutely. Tammy, we got 3 minutes. If someone has never attended the Heart Ball, what can you help them get over that, like, fear of being in a big crowd? You talked about all these CEOs and business presidents and others are there. It's not an intimidating setup. Everyone's there for a common cause, right?
That's right. We have to have 900 guests, so there will be a large crowd, but most of the people come with either a corporate sponsor or get a group of friends together.
Right.
And if you get a group of friends and you're at your own table, it's almost like having your own little private party, for your friends. If you are a social butterfly and you like to mingle with lots of folks, you have that opportunity. But if you don't want to, you also have the opportunity to stay with your close-knit group of friends. We'll have a large dance floor, great band, great entertainment, great food. So it's a wonderful opportunity to come out and enjoy a wonderful evening while also donating to the American Heart Association.
Absolutely. You pointed out you and one couple and 4 other couples can get together. They don't have to do the corporate table. They can get together and buy tickets outright for $1,500 for a full table.
Right.
Have that opportunity to come down, and if they want a garden view or ocean view for less than $100 a night, the opportunity to stay right on the ocean front at an amazing new hotel, soon to be, let's pray, a 4-diamond hotel right there on the water.
Right. Now, I would encourage viewers to go ahead and call us and purchase those tickets because last year, as you know, we sold out about 3 weeks before the event. We turned lots of folks away, and we don't want that to happen again. But go ahead and talk to your friends and go ahead and make that commitment before it's too late.
Tammy, 14 years with the same organization. Do you do it because cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer in America, or do you do it for another reason?
Sure I do. My grandfather died when he was 42 from heart disease. All of my father's family has had heart disease. My father has heart disease now. Thankfully, he is surviving and doing well and under control. But it has been the #1 killer in my family. And that's how I got involved originally, and I've stayed because I enjoy helping that cause. I also enjoy the job and what I do, so it's a good fit for me.
Fighting heart disease and stroke is the mission. You can get out there and help by being a part of the 10th Annual American Heart Ball, March 6th, the Marriott Myrtle Beach Resort, Grand Dunes. Call 626-3939. Get in touch with Tammy, anyone on the staff. She's made an amazing commitment for 14 years to fight heart disease. You can too. Tammy, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Stay tuned to more Carolina People coming up next. We want to thank Tammy Eaves and her amazing staff and all the volunteers who give so much to fight heart disease and stroke and make today's Carolina People so special.